here I am skating in my neighborhood. There's a park nearby. This is the park where I'm at. And in this park, there's a little skate park, which you'll see me skate into in a moment. And also a water park right next to it, which is really nice. The water park's been closed though since COVID. Since 2020, it's been closed, but they still try to maintain it. I have no idea when they're gonna reopen, but hopefully soon. And anyways, so here I am skating in my neighborhood. The skates that I'm wearing are Flying Eagle drifts. These are basically the first skates I got after I started skating again after like 15 years, and that was 3 years ago. And I actually have LED wheels on them. You can't see them lighting up right now because it's too bright outside, but you'll see them light up later on. And these are the hard boot skates. And I love them. They have been so great. I think it's just the perfect boot for me. And I also have another pair of skates, which are the Trinity Evos, and they're 3 wheels, and the wheels are higher. So I'll probably be wearing those for another video. I like to choose my Flying Eagle skates because they provide me a lot more stability for certain things that I want to do. So look what's about to happen. Something very cringy is about to happen. You see what happened there? I kind of like banged the camera on that entrance and it freaked me out. So I'm still getting used to it. You know, these cameras are not cheap, so I have to be careful. So when I'm skating, they make me very cautious and I can't do many tricks. I have seen other skaters be able to fluidly move on skates while holding the camera. That's a goal for me. It's been hard to hold it for me. I'm using my right hand, as you can see, and my wrist feels very weak. I think it has to do with an injury I suffered like about a year ago when I fell on my back and my hands just, they hit the ground and it hurt my wrist. I didn't feel anything break, but my wrist was hurting for like 2 months straight, and then like my wrist didn't feel like it had full range of motion till like almost a year. So I think I may have gotten like a stress fracture from that. I'm not sure. But anyhow, my hand feels better, my wrist feels better, but there's still some weakness there. And I know that because when I switch to my left wrist, it doesn't feel that way. So I think it might be good for my wrist to hold this selfie camera. It'll be good exercise. Anyways, a bit about myself. So I live in Miami. I'm currently creating digital art. I have several collections on platforms like OpenSea, Foundation, and what I do is I share my art, and I hope someone can resonate with the pieces that I create from the heart. Before I was creating digital art, I was also an instructor of dance, specifically belly dance, for many years. In fact, I owned a dance studio with my mom for like about 7 years or so. Those were very special times for me. And, I'm a dancer at heart, always have been, always will. I went to college and I studied psychology. I got my bachelor's degree in psychology, and I was able to write a book about lucid dreaming. And that was a journey. It took me about 2 years to finish the book because it was on and off. It's my first book ever. I am in the process of writing a story for a digital art collection that I'm creating. I do love writing and sharing things that I'm inspired about. And I also have a blog on my website about little articles here and there that I write about lucid dreaming and just like philosophy and life in general. So my favorite things, movies. I'm obsessed with movies. As a kid, I grew up loving all Steven Spielberg movies, specifically one movie called The Goonies. The Goonies is my life. I still remember as a kid going to the video store with my mom to rent that movie. I remember specifically what video store, where it was, and I remember the moment I saw that movie on the shelf. That movie is very special to me. It's my childhood, as I'm sure that it is for many people. My favorite color is green. I love nature, so I guess that would explain it. I do love blue as well, but green is at the top. My favorite candy are Jolly Rancher lollipops. I really love the taste, and it's very hard to find Jolly Rancher lollipops. You'll find the hard candy, but for some reason, I always have issues finding those specific lollipops. The only place I can get them is on Amazon. Otherwise, I've been to Walgreens, they don't have them. I've been to Walmart, they don't have them. So these are like the creme of the creme for candy for me. Favorite drink? Coffee. I like it dark, I like it with milk, and one envelope of Splenda. Favorite show? Dexter. I love that show. I've seen it 5 times. You got that right, 5 times. Can you believe I've seen the whole show 5 times? I actually have. Um, Favorite video game? Well, I wouldn't say it's my favorite video game, but it's the only video game that I've been playing lately. Is Phasmophobia. It's a game that is about ghosts and hunting, ghost hunting, and I have a lot of fun playing that with my family. And before that, I was playing a lot of Tomb Raider as well, and that was fun. Um, what else can I tell you about myself? Well, so skating has been such a great way for me to just decompress. My day job requires me to sit mostly all day, and then creating digital art is done sitting down as well. So, like, I really need something that gets me up on my feet and that's fun and that's outside, and skating has been the best. And here in Florida, there are so many places to skate. It's beautiful, especially along the beach when you can find parking, that is. Um, I just really try to do it at least twice a week. And it feels really good, and I'm outside and I'm getting sun, and that helps my circadian rhythms as well. This is especially a great way a great place to skate. This school here, there's a lot of good cement. The streets here are very narrow, so it's nice to have those open spaces to practice your strides specifically. Skating also helps with the monotony of life. Everyday tasks, you get tired of the same thing. So when you put on your skates, you can just go anywhere, given your level, of course, of expertise. Skating through the streets can be a little bit dangerous, and I try not to skate at night, although I do have my LED wheels. And I gotta say that skating at night is a thrill when done properly and safely. So I'm always weary of around skating in this area where McDonald's is at. I feel like there's a lot of crazy traffic there, and there have been questionable. I can't say the word. There have been some questionable people here that I don't want to get too close to. So I try skating during the day when I'm going through this area. Anyways, as you can see, there's a lot of rush hour traffic. Um, so yeah, I'm about to skate into a very gross area. There's some animal guts that I barely missed, and that jump. Leaves a lot to be desired. Oops. I did my best to avoid crashing into him. Here it comes. And I barely missed it. I think if you look closely, you can actually see my wheels carrying some of that residue on the cement. So gross. But I did manage to avoid most of it. So here we are. We made it all around the block. And it was a pleasure talking to you guys. And stay tuned for my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.